have the right skins on, as in the ugly-looking rusty ones. Although for this dude it wouldn't make much sense, considering he's a noble, but whatever. Let me make sure it says I'm broadcasting this game. So 1 second. That's 2 problems resolved. Anything else? Oh yes, my personal volume. So this game doesn't blow my eardrums out. Is that good? Okay, looks good. Alright. Nice. And let me just pull it up on the phone. Today, I'm going to be using the Heavy Mace. Most people will tell you it is the objectively better version of the Maul, and I'd be hard-pressed to disagree, you know? The Heavy Mace falls into that category of two-handed blunt weapons that has very bad base damage, or very average, I should say, comparable to the Mace Morningstar, you know, the 40 damage slashes, the maybe 40 damage overheads, or 50 damage overheads, meaning weak base damage, weak stamina damage, but those heavy drags and the heavy damage in general, especially against those knights and footmen, is devastating. The Heavy Mace especially, as well. It has a few weird outliers. There's four of these two-handed hammers. I guess from weakest, quote-unquote, to strongest, quote-unquote, you have the War Club, the two-handed hammer, the Heavy Mace, and the Maul. And the Heavy Mace is under the Maul. It has the same stab damage as its slashes, which is very interesting. That means those stabs can be doing 60 damage to 90 damage if you're hitting knights with them. Same with the slashes. And its overheads are doing 75 to like 105, I think, on heavy, versus knights, of course. Again, it is hard to explain the exact damage numbers. I believe against Vanguard, it's like 50 into 70 on heavy, which is pretty standard, right? And its special attack does a bit more. I think, like, is it 80 base? I know it can hit for 120 on the knight, but again, it's a hard thing to calculate. It's 3 different sets of numbers for the Vanguard, Footmen, and the Knights. And I've been turned into a default, so I'll be right back, as I have to back out of this lobby. Chivalry 2 is a video game in the modern day. I customized my characters so I could use them, and my customization on this knight was reverted. I just bought this armor set, and I changed his heraldry. There you go.
Well met, brother.
Even his voice is different. And his face is different. Just give me the dang Squire Boy face. Good God, man, this game sucks on a technical level. So yeah, it's an interesting weapon. One strange thing about the Heavy Mace to me is I swear it has the best heavy slash drag in the game. The hitbox on that thing lingers for centuries. You can drag it so far out, right? And then when, you know, physics have stopped and the weapon is slowing down and losing all momentum, it can still hit people. Its drag lasts so long that when it hits someone at the end of its attack, you can't even, like, immediately block. Because, you know, the game thinks you're resetting back to neutral because of how long you've been in recovery. No, you actually hit someone during that phase, but the game doesn't even recognize that. It's crazy. I swear something like the Maul cannot do that. But maybe I need to pay more attention. So yes, its stabs doing the exact same damage as its slashes are quite interesting, as it means a stab is a viable weapon, or viable attack, in 1v1 engagements, or even 1v2 engagements. As, you know, most of these blunt weapons fall short when it comes time to use all 3 attacks and get stabbing. Let me pull up the broadcast on my phone. I just realized that's the last thing I forgot to do. God, these things take longer and longer to start because of nonsense. No days without them. Ridiculous, man. Alright. Also, Fortnite's in Chapter 3. Are you not aware? What rock have you been living under? Yes, Fortnite is in Chapter 3. The Rock is a... he is a level 1 Battle Pass skin, and he is a major story character. And yeah, that's really about it. I mean, I think this chapter for Fortnite isn't as extraordinary as, you know, chapter 2 was. I'm amazed this guy knows how to stab. There you go. Slight delay on that. Says my ping is fine though. Yeah, this is a very comfortable weapon for me as well. It's a solid choice. If I were to put this on a tier list, again, I'm not the best at tier list because I don't have access to high-level duels in this game, but I would definitely put this thing in, like, high B or A. It's not strong enough to beat out, you know, the meta of Longsword, Messer, maybe even Daynax, but it's strong. No one will deny that. It is a strong weapon. You'd be foolish to say otherwise. Speaking of high-level play, there was a tournament yesterday. Trial by Blood qualifiers, I believe, I guess for the main tournament later. It wasn't as interesting as the last Trial by Blood I saw, but again, I guess these are just qualifiers whittling out the players, so we get a very strong final bracket. A lot more meta this time around. A few rare picks, and when there were rare picks, they immediately switched back upon losing a round. Some dudes that were using the Messer, switching to a War Axe, getting beat with that War Axe, and then immediately going back to one of the two-handed swords. Yeah, not too many great swords, only one Maul that I remember seeing. A lot of these weird exhibitions, these wild card matches, no pun intended, because someone under the same name was a part of a lot of them. It wasn't as fascinating to me, but I guess that is to come. All the interesting stuff will happen later. This was a fast loading time. I'm seeing a lot. I mentioned this earlier. I'm seeing a lot more longswords than Messers now. And I think it has something to do with the passive health regeneration. Pretty much, when you're really low on health, I think it takes longer, and in some modes, you just don't get that health back at all. Oh, I'm by myself. Yeah. And one of the weakest things about the longsword back then was the fact that it had very low base damage. I believe 50 damage overheads, 55 damage stabs, which are very good, but 40 damage slashes meant that when you got someone low, you would just start to backpedal, and they would get their health back, being on top of their counters and such, and then you would have to hit them twice, where the Messer would constantly kill people in one hit when they were really low, which is a very important thing in duels.
No more!
Yeah, again, this thing's heavy slashes are incredible. Their drag potential is almost unparalleled. Aw, I didn't hit that guy. So I'm still in recovery. So yeah, this should be a pretty good day. Nice, fun weapon to use. And this is a weapon that I can comfortably use in any mode, really. But, unfortunately, because it is a two-handed hammer with incredible drags, I am not too comfy using it in first person. Because for those drags, I have to look away from them. I realize I am, like, never Mason on Blade TDM. You could not get closer to me if you tried. Aww. Yeah, I'm always Agatha when I'm recording here, I notice. I never see the other part of the map, because they always have us pressed up on spawn. Excuse me. I'm also thinking about switching less to Agatha on Fallmeyer, as I've been through it all on that map. The changes have made the map a lot more fair, which, depending on who you ask, is a good or bad thing. And yeah, I already rarely played Masons, but now I think I have an actual reason to, being that the challenge is equalized. Why am I constantly getting jumped in our own spawn? There's just no one anywhere. There actually isn't. I mean, look at them. They're all over the place. know if my TV volume's low. Okay, good. I want to know those echoes. Yeah, I would have been on yesterday, but that tournament lasted a bit longer than I anticipated. It was at 6 p.m. and it lasted for quite a long while, like 3 hours. I'm sure you can pick that guy up. Interesting. I think I saw a heavy mace early in the tournament, but you know. We go later. Didn't see a weapon like that again. At least I got it all before I died. Apparently the update, the dreaded Chivalry 2 update, is coming December 9th. So in 4 days from now. Or in 3 hours, 3 days from now. Yeah. About what I expected, you know, sometime next week. Made sense. They changed the thumbnail and everything. That Archer definitely down that teaming and is hoping that no one saw. But I saw what you did. What's up? Yeah, I'm going to be whipping out these heavy slashes quite a lot. Stabs, not so much, unless we're in 1v1 engagement. I saw that special, but I was hoping I was out of range. As you can see, 40 damage base slashes versus Vanguard is pretty horrible. And, you know, not too long ago I was using a weapon that had comparable damage, right? But the thing is with the heavy mace is it hits harder on the other classes, footmen and knights, and it's easier to hit people. The poleaxe, I mean, I don't know. Especially because it's range as well, like the moveset coupled with this strange, not the longest, not the shortest range, made it just a weird weapon. Yeah, it's an interesting thing. The heavy mace, though, is I would definitely say is a much better weapon than the poleaxe. Although I can't say much about its special, as, you know, it is the common whip-around special that most two-handed weapons in this game have. What did I tackle? I think I tackled that down shield. Man, you can tackle banners. It's crazy. Objective damage. Oh, I thought those were advocate spells. I'm colorblind, excuse me. I don't have my Logan Paul colorblind glasses. Happens. Oh. Not all of us can live a life of privilege where we see the full spectrum. Of course, I'm kidding, by the way. I do see the full spectrum of colors, thankfully. Yeah, look at that, 40 damage slashes, but these are much easier to hit people with. Good moveset, decent range. Yeah, look at this, dudes are just getting jumped in our own spawn. What are you doing? The interesting with a tuba. Interesting name. Of course, there's a cock blocker. Is it weird that the biggest thing I'm hoping for in this next patch is audio fixes? Oh man. Let me show you the state of things, which isn't good. You know, I have a fun time on this game, and it's easy for me to sing its praises. At the same time, I can damn this game to the lowest pits. But this game has remained unplayable for a huge section of players across the world, like Southeast Asia. These dudes have just messed with the servers and never even really addressed the issues. Crossplay off servers for PlayStation and Xbox people who don't want to play against PC. Used to be an option, but apparently those servers have been turned off for no reason, and it hasn't even been acknowledged, I think? Just weird things, like shadow changes that don't get mentioned, problems that don't get mentioned for months, even though they're still prevalent issues. Calm down, sir. Okay. Alright, it's a weird thing. And I'm moving to the West Coast soon. You know, the East Coast is the most privileged. In the gaming hemisphere. Oh, you didn't down that guy? He was so low on health. Good aim, I guess. You can only hope that things get better in the future. Speaking of people being mistreated, there's this guy on Fortnite.
We have only 30 troops left!
Name is I Talk Fortnite. He's made his entire career around the game.
Just 20 Agathians remain!
If she wasn't there, I would have kicked that guy's body because he was abusing someone's corpse. He's made his whole career on the game. He spent tens of thousands of dollars building up his locker and stuff, and he just got that account disabled because there's something about account merging from way back when that he did to obtain Season 2 exclusive stuff from Battle Pass that he didn't actually play to get, and he asked support about a loading screen that he was, I guess, owed, and then they noticed that, and they just disabled his account. And all that
We are
money,
down to 10! They have only 30 troops left!
You must get out.
a waste now, as he does not have access to the account anymore, and this has only been a thing for about 2 days now, so it's still unsure if he can or will get that account back.
Only 5
He's sounding like it's absolutely not going to happen, and apparently something like this has happened with another guy who's a well-known leaker. And yeah, I mean, it's a heartbreaking thing for him. I mean, it's kind of crazy to me, because I remember account merging was an actual thing that they were mentioning a couple of years back before Chapter 2. Of course, this is all completely off topic from Chivalry and such, so I don't expect you to know what I'm talking about. And the way he did it was a friend who no longer played the game, and he had some stuff that, you know, he could have used to expand his collection of cosmetics and stuff, so they did it, you know, 2 consenting parties. But technically, I guess at that point in the game's lifespan, account merging, which was a thing they mentioned before, years ago, was, I guess, now against terms of service, and now he doesn't have that account anymore. Years and years of collecting, thousands of dollars, just like that, because of TOS. Very interesting to me. And yeah, if I were him, I mean, personally, if I don't get, if he were not to get his account back, I think it would be time to rebrand the channel and stuff. I understand that he's made his entire career off that game, and it's easier said than done to move on from things that you love and things that obviously your entire online identity is based on, but that's crazy. I mean, isn't that thievery? All that money he's poured in, all the people he's brought to the game and such, and then just to take his entire account?
Take them by surprise.
Because of
Attack,
what?
brothers! Stop that
Terms of
caravan.
service for account merging, which was an actual thing a while back? It's not like he hacked someone's account. It's not like he FaZe Jarvis aimbotted a lobby or something and then laughed about it. I mean, literally no one was getting harmed by this. Yeah, similar to the mall, you can bounce this thing slashes around people's shoulders. Some pretty good success. That was a foolish heavy. I've been missing a lot of these heavies lately. There we go, my god.
No more.
Accuracy's been slacking. Yeah, it's a very sad affair. It wouldn't be the first time I've seen Fortnite completely cuck over one of their biggest content creators. But I mean, that's crazy. Because, I mean, yeah, TOS, whatever. He is one of their best customers. Like, he alone is undoubtedly one of their highest paying customers, and just think of all the other people he's brought to the game. Years worth of content, thousands of views in every video. So much interest he's probably brought to the game, and, you know, profit for Epic Games, and just that complete lack of, you know, respect. That's wild to me. It's bewildering. I can't really wrap my head around it. Around how weird that is.
No time to rest. That's enough.
What hit me there? What hit me? I don't know what hit me there. Excuse me. I did just finish eating dinner, which included some breadsticks, so pardon me. All that bread does something to your chest. Oh man, fighting in these trees is not pleasant. Nice kick, gamer. Oh, I saw the overhead, but I thought he feinted it. It was very slow for a short sword overhead. Remember, a whopping 5 damage short sword stab nerf from 50 to 45. Let's see what that changes. 45, 90, 135. It's still gonna kill people in 4 hits. Yeah, I'm not sure what a 5 I guess it'll help the stamina negation problem.
Absolutely could.
Because 50 damage is strong stamina drain, but in terms of time to kill, I don't think that actually changes a single thing. I'm just gonna get shot to death anyway. Might as well make the most out of it. Yeah, I'm going to be walking around whipping out heavy slashes, because this is a weapon I feel I can actually take on multiple people with, unlike the poleaxe. Although I won't call this thing special as good, despite it hitting much harder. And it can be dragged slightly. Is this a full lobby? Just about. Do I really want to join this forest fight? Glucose Romance. Interesting name. Hello. Do I really want to defile this grave for money? Oh, saved by the dang archer on the side of the screen, man. He almost didn't recognize me as a... Ooh, I lost my arm while I was down. So he almost didn't recognize me as a Megaki. I touched the oil. Foolish thing. You can't touch the oil in this game. Also, it's hot. I had to raise the window about 4 times as wide, praying that it'll do something, because the heat is very obviously on, and that fortress of pillows and stuff that Unshocked has not caught fire is not... of course it's not doing anything. It's an entire pipe that runs from the floor to the ceiling. It was a hopeless endeavor. But I couldn't just wallow. Ooh. 75 damage overhead, 10 knights with the Executioner. So what does the heavy overhead do? 90 something? I think the only triple-digit number the Executioner's axe hits is 100 on a special on a knight. I'm just trying to remember its damage compared to the poleaxe, which its heaviest hitting number is 87, which is still a 2-shot, unless someone has unless the knight you're hitting has bonus health. In which case, cope, cry, and mauled, because that person ain't dying. Good patience, son. Of course. God, what is this dude doing? Just reminded me why I hate fighting vanguards and their unlimited stamina. You might just say, just kick him. It's team objective. Kicking someone takes a lot of time. I missed that first gamble.
This is no time.
I would have hit her, but I went right over her head.
This is my first.
That's a cool looking archer. Yeah, man, these companies, they do not care about you. Even the one thing that they do care about, money, doesn't matter. TOS. He broke TOS, bro. Exceptions have to be made for something. I mean, come on.
The Mason caravan has
Sympathy.
reached the gate.
Empathy.
Fall back to the gatehouse.
These are the things that make us human, you know?
Agathians, defend our gatehouse.
These are the things that automated systems and robots don't have. They don't make exceptions. Humans do, because of our feelings, our emotions. So surely even in business,
Our gatehouse.
gaming, cosmetics, the only industry where your entertainment product has a store built within, exceptions can be. Free my man Nick. Free my man ITF. He ain't do nothing wrong. These overhead misses are embarrassing. Polish up, polish up, polish up. Excuse me, sir.
No, no more.
Defend the gatehouse at all costs.
Sure. Still a full lobby, right? Okay. It just doesn't sound like it right now. I didn't. Not mean to press left bumper there. Someone's right behind me, I think. Interesting. Oh, someone just blew theirs. I even heard it. Someone in the way. That's dead. Sometimes the attacks don't stop. I really don't know what dictates it.
It's best to grant him a few extra thrusts.
Yeah, the only time I can really see myself going into first person with this thing is obviously in really close quarters engagements and possibly 1v1s, but again, to do stabs, because they do the exact same damage as slashes. Which is very good, actually, for a blunt weapon. Because it means this thing can challenge other weapons like two-handed axes and stuff much better. Where their stabs are usually the weakest option, this thing's stabs actually aren't horrible.
Out of our gatehouse.
You missed. Try again. What hit me? You're not dead? Oh, he is dead. You can't help yourself, can you? Not me. Don't think about how many teammates I've downed. I refuse to be knocked off. Whoa! Very nice. Did I die twice or something? Was that me who made an impact sound while already dead? I also noticed
whoa,
deaths from the
the
environment, the
gatehouse
spikes
is
and
locked.
stuff. They usually make you default to an Agatha Knight, the OG
Brothers,
Agatha Knight.
Stop that caravan!
That's what you sound like. Like what you just heard right there when I hit the ground. I can't say that sentence, hit the ground, without thinking of Voss and some stupid tirade. You blocked that, how? Good job, sir. Any other attack. Like that guy and his missed special, draining a crap ton of stamina and his life. That was really good. Die.
Uncle,
Last thing I was expecting.
Pleasure, please, my lord.
Come on, don't be a wuss. Good stuff.
Don't stay.
Love to have a two-handed spear that can defend himself.
Making
Not just on its slashes, this thing just in general has some of the best drags in the game.
I soiled myself, and nobody cares.
No, no, no. Recognize that you're using them all and that I will gamble you. Oh my god, I can't let that guy grab a weapon. He grabbed the weapon. I was shooting him like a guy on the ground, focusing all my attention on him. At some point, I will use the stabs and show you what I mean. Well, I think I used them a bit earlier. They're good. They're very good. And I was looking at my footage for the poleaxe. Its stabs aren't too bad either. They have a weird halt to them. Especially when you make them heavies, even as riposte, where they're supposed to be as fast as possible, where the weapon just kind of sits there. And dudes don't really know when they're safe. I love seeing that attempted mall supremacy. But he probably can't even see that guy. That's funny. Stop slashing. That goes to all of those dudes there, not just the enemy. I mean, usually when I say stop slashing, I'm referring to my teammates anyway. Ouch. That was a good drag attempt. Pretty good place to hold them. Oh shoot, they're gonna come for blood.
You best hearken and give heed.
Good
Generous
stuff.
of you, my lord. I could watch you for hours, or however long it takes to get out of here alive.
Get back on the ballista, I got you. What are you doing? I was gonna say, you gotta turn around at some point, sir. That really went around? Okay. I'm sure I can kill that guy.
Yes! Woo! Oh, yeah!
This is a very, very good hold.
That's whatever he was talking about for you. That one, Mariner. Yeah, what he's
I'm really getting attached to the rusty weapons. Because the thing is, I mentioned this earlier, the rust itself doesn't matter too much because once you get on a streak, once you live a little, all your weapons become covered in gore. And you just can't see the fine designs anyway. Whoa. What was that?
I could watch you for hours, or however long it takes to get out of here alive. My lord, I do. Oh, my lord, they're here. Well,
Nice heavy. I even knew it was a heavy, but still. It boggles my mind that the War Club hits knights harder than a weapon as slow and short as full X. I feel like damage is one of the hardest things that Torn Banner has been trying to calculate in this game. Obviously, they're very scared of weapons one-shotting people. The only weapon that reliably, quote-unquote, one-shots is the Maul's special attack. But then everything else, a lot of weapons share the same damage numbers and such, like the pickaxe and the hatchet. Even if it breaks the rules of their system and bonus damage and stuff. Hello. What's wrong with you? You teleporting? Oh god, this dude's scaring the hell out of me. I mean, it's not over, but it's very hard for them now. Their spawn just moved closer to it. I wouldn't be opposed to seeing more map, though. It'd have to be flawless, though, without fail. Yeah, this chapter of switching Fortnite's not as crazy. You know, there was a black hole before, and it got trending everywhere. Now the biggest thing is the rock. It's a cosmetic. As the rock's already been pretty prominent in meme culture. Oh man, I hate dudes like this. You can't kick them, you can't do anything but cry. Can't get a read. Yeah, this time, in case you're out of the loop, no pun intended, I have to take my shirt off. Yeah, it's just getting hotter and hotter. What's it called? Yeah, this time the island just got literally flipped around. You know, like the bottom turned to the top. The bottom part that, you know, you'd never seen before. Kind of funny to me. Of course, I have no interest in Fortnite Battle Royale. But still, as I do hop on Save the World to collect my virtual currency, I can't help but take notice to these things.
Brother, we must defend the barricade.
Oh, excuse me. What was that? 60 kills, huh? This is one of my highest kill games. I think it's because how many times I've just ran at people and held the right trigger. I mean, heavy mace is the best weapons for doing that. Wow, they actually have very little time to do this objective. I mean, I don't think I'll see a loss here, but it's interesting. I'm hearing that a lot of good customization is coming in this Shift Miss update, which I'm actually quite happy for, as I've been trying to switch up my customization in each video, and it can be a struggle, oftentimes. because I've seen and used everything so much. Even though there are still a lot of pieces that I've never bought. But still, you know, they don't look that different. It's just like a slight color change or a material change. Not a whole new armor. You can't ignore me. Gotta remember to use those shrimp until you get them. They're too good not to. That was funny. I guess I tackled him as he jumped or something, and that just looked ridiculous. You good, sir?
You best bargain and give heed. Believe in yourself as hard as you can.
Does that guy have asthma or something? What's up with him? Yeah, nothing and huffing as he stands next to me. Awesome. Awesome. Oh, wow, you pushed this guy right out of my range. I was expecting to swing overhead. I'm sure he can save me. Wait, you thought that'd kill me?
You know, in a fortnight I might have made 20.
I don't think I've ever heard that line before.
That's
But he said
enough.
fortnight. This might be the first barricade loss I've ever seen.
They are coming right for us. If only I could remember what to do next.
Okay, none of them are using that door. Now, when someone's behind you, you can't ignore them. That won't work either, sir. It's an easy objective. Just come on. Ouch. Yeah, dude, have a single one of them came through this hole in the wall? I'm not gonna lie. It took me a really long time to even know about this hole myself. So I can't really blame them. I love fighting spears and how they can't turn to hit you when you move around them. I fully understand the struggle.
For that guy we like!
Blew a trumpet and I became disarmed. I think this is going to be the first loss I've ever seen here. Incredibile. He forgot to throw it as he jumped. Wow. First time for everything, eh? I guess I can't call this a filler stage anymore. I give a crap. I'll do the same thing I did to you last time. Wow. I mean, GG no rain.
Mason offensive has been repelled.
I'm just gonna screenshot that. First loss I've ever seen here for Masons. So that's another one out the way. Next loss I need to see is burn the tents for Agatha and defend the gate for Masons. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I've seen a loss happen at every stage in Fallmire. Right? Yeah, every single one. God, losses at the first stage make me very sad. Let's see. Lionspire. Defend the gate on Lionspire as well. It's another one I've never seen because that's actually impossible. You'd have to lock down the catapult, which isn't... It's not reliable. Your spawn is too far away. Unless you had constantly, like, 2 crossbows fixated on the catapult user from the safety of the castle walls. Which I guess could realistically happen with strong coordination. trying to think other maps. Siege of Redhelm, I said burn the tents already. Seen a loss happen at every stage in Dark Forest. Nope, I haven't. The first objective on Dark Forest, I have yet to see the Masons lose there. I've seen a really close game, I remember, where it got down to like the last 30 seconds. It was hilarious, but they did break it. Another one. Galencourt, I've seen a loss happen at every stage, yeah.
The enemy is upon us! Kill them or die!
Good
Patience!
show.
Defend the prisoner carts!
Cheers!
Yeah, like I mentioned, I'm going to try to do less switching to Agatha. As maybe now it's just absurdly hard to stop them, although the times you've seen me on Mason, we have successfully stopped the champ. But maybe that's all luck and no skill. What hit me? Hello. Full lobby? Half full. Hopefully it can fill up.
You! To me! Disseminate! I have hardly the room to maneuver.
Interesting gamble. Definitely not the weapon I would gamble with. Bad time to dodge. Bad time to gamble. That was a bit effed up. Bad time for everything there. Dude, I keep tackling Tavis shields.
Stand up and fight!
And it's turning me.
For the order! Disperse!
Okay, people are joining. I just want to hit the bear trap. That's all I wanted. There you go. Oh, excuse me. My nose.
We must not allow
Ohio Deer Hunter. Immediately I'm reminded of It's Every Day, bro. Ohio, though, white boy. We're not stopping here, clearly. I was gonna say, there's a bunch of traps here.
Don't stand so close, lest you tarnish my reputation. Vacate my presence, you smell of horse piss.
Nice drag attempt. At least I got my man. I don't think I've ever even interacted with Jet. So I can't say so. Don't even know what she sounds like. That's a really creepy statement to say out loud.
I don't even know what she sounds like.
For the order! Vamos! Hurry!
Vamos. No, I can't laugh. I can't laugh. Not after eating breadsticks. It'll cause me too much pain.
Defend the gate! They must not break through!
You know what I can do, though? I can apply Vaseline to my chapped lips. Shoot. Oh my god. In case you don't know how hot it is, my Vaseline is just a gooey mess. It's dissolved. Melted. Shoot. What's happening? Hold on! I'm fixing my lips. Did you hear? Show me mercy. Alright, I'm back. Gah! Oh my god. My nose is itchy. It's itchy. What the heck? I love seeing him all around. Maybe I should inform him that I'm using the better version. I don't think they were as interesting as the Trail of Blood I watched, but I think the one that I watched originally was the actual tournament, right? Those are just qualifiers.
Say so.
There was a lot more meta being used. Kind of more of the same. Hello. Oh my god, someone is just hitting me in the back, and it's not pleasant. Get away from me, I can hear you, for once. For once I can hear one of my enemies when I'm in. That wasn't a counter slash.
Do not abandon your leash.
Thank you.
Enough. 'Twas winded was all.
I didn't get shot to death. Yeah, there were a lot of those weird matches like Wildcard versus Captain Agatha. That was the first time I've ever seen Captain Agatha with an actual weapon in his hand. I don't see him that often. Yeah, like I used to. Have I seen him in Team Objective before? Maybe at one time. Man, those rolls, they confuse me. What's this? Dude, I'm stuck. You see this? You see how I'm stuck on the emote wheel, but I'm paused? Oh my god, is this a new issue? Do I have to reset my game? Look! I can turn the camera. Oh my god. Dude. 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 I can turn my camera and that's all I can do. Yep, I'm stuck like this. I'm stuck. There's nothing I can do. I can't even suicide. I can't switch to first person. I'm going to wait till I respawn, and then I'm going to reset my game, because I'm going to be stuck like this for the whole match. Dude. I can't even battle cry. Oh. Wow. It's never happened to me, though. Seems like it's just your game, bud. Oh dear, oh my, oh what a good boy am I, oh what a good boy am I. Look, I can turn my camera when I'm auto running, but there's nothing else I can do. I have one idea. I'm gonna unplug my controller. Or, you know, turn it off.
I'll do it.
Iron Fist! Yes!
Alright,
Whoopee,
yeah.
I approve.
Your lord is leaving.
Oh god. I mean, we'll see. I should, right? I should report every bug, but at some point, you know, you get jaded from doing that. When you can report multiple bugs a day, but you don't. I mean, like, how do I distribute these things? Like, once per day, once per week? It's such a weird thing. I figured that would work, actually, because, you know, when your controller dies, it usually overrides whatever is going on in the game. Not the ground running. Looks like they're having a hard time. Ow. I've been missing those heavies a lot. Thank you.
Fulmination!
Teammates are a nice thing.
The gates are nearly breached.
I'd like to see more map. Please, breach them. Of course.
Masons, fall back and defend the village. Keep the Acathians away from the prisoners.
What the hell? We can do it. Now, can we reach safety in time? Probably not. A respawn will just catch us anyway.
You can't!
You will respawn in 5 seconds despite making it to safety. Just kill me. I can hear them all right in front of me. Yeah, he just killed me. Ended my misery. No shade thrown at all. God, man. How is this possible? How the hell is this possible? I seriously... I can't say amaze myself, because, I mean, I don't go out of my way to find bugs. I go out of my way to find exploits and stuff, like teleporting ores and cheese on maps. But bugs? That's all the game. And unfortunately, all the funny bugs get consistently removed. Where'd that Gallon-Crow person go? There they are. I've still got my sights on them. I'm here. Wow, actually killing a Victor in a reliable amount of hits. Oh god. You see how much respect I've shown to a short sword? Look, he countered my attack and then just instantly stopped. I mean, what is that? What am I doing? I'm just getting myself killed here.
The order!
I'm turning into one of those.
Fall back! Maledictions!
Yeah, that was some good stuff. I'm glad to see where the ore is now, although I don't think I'll be able to get that one done before it's fixed. Now that I've seen it.
Get up,
It looks funny,
or
but
have you
I think that's all I really needed,
dereliction?
just to see it in person. You will get knocked into the wall. Hello, sir. Good patience. I wonder why people do that a lot. When you hit them, they then just hold block in front of you, even though they don't expect a jab. No one does. I wonder what it is. Maybe it's just muscle memory of holding left trigger all the time. I'm sorry, holding block. This isn't a console-only game. Let me stop speaking like a privileged console player. Actually, no. Being a console player in this game is not privileged. The only privilege is this. But everything else? Hell no. I mean, that jumping thing that I saw, where you can dodge and then jump away for extreme distance, I don't think that's possible in controller. You missed. What's up? Thank you. Oh, it's a stab! Yeah, I think ultimately now, as time has passed and I get randomly messaged a lot more often now, I think no chat's more of a blessing than a curse. At the start, I mean, I'm just very curious, right? But now I think I see I'm already tired of getting messaged. I don't need to see that constantly. Gotten old in the few messages that I received. I think hitting that guy behind him saved my combo. Does that archer think that I'm not gonna run through all of these dudes and smack him in the face? You are so lucky that there was another one. Everything aligned perfectly. What are they having a hard time with here? I've just been running at them, but is it all four of them here? They need half the prisoners still. It is. And they haven't even hit any of them, really. Yeah, every single match. Same thing twice by now. I bounce on his dang head. Wait, you're not dead? No, you are. Oh god! No. Get away from me. Did they both just miss their special attacks on me? How lucky. This ain't looking the best for them right now.
Indeed. Yes, yes.
You weren't here, I think, Craig, but the last match in Dark Forest, I saw the first ever Mason loss on the barricade burn. They only had 4 minutes and 30 seconds, and they needed more time. Plain and simple. I was gonna say, a second ago I had teammates right next to me. Don't down me.
Egads.
Dot. On my congratulations Neil Druckmann video. What, do they not like my very important points that I bring up? Like the worst game I've ever played. But the graphics have graphics though. They only need one more. God, I've just been abusing this thing. Running around smacking people. It's such a nice weapon. The drags are too good to be ignored. And of course, in typical blunt weapon fashion, it can just go right around people's shoulders like that. I'm shocked that didn't clobber him from the back. Yeah, you go first.
They have freed all of our prisoners. Fall back to the
How are you still alive? You've taken... Oh, you messed up the 20 extra health.
the bridge. We must halt the
I love the
enemy's
short sword.
advance.
Don't tell me that dude thinks I'm really done. I will absolutely use these 20 seconds to wreak havoc on everything you stood for. And now, I die with honor. Dude. You cannot make this up. I mean, does the timing get more comedic than that? I don't think it's possible.
For the Iron Fist!
Hello, Velvet. Unbe-freaking-leavable. Wow. What was the thing I saw? Oh yeah, in Brawl, I noticed that you were able to stand on top of the throne. The heir's throne, like the tippity top of it, of his rock throne. I don't know why you'd want to put your butt on that. Unfortunately, I tried it in offline practice to see. No. It has a much more refined hitbox in team objective, so sadly you're not able to stand on top of your throne and claim superiority. Although it's probably for the best, because it's not a good position anyway. Even with a shield, you'd just be sitting there holding block until people disarmed you with throws.
Never! There is no way. Maledictions!
I don't think they'll be able to do this. The amount of time they have. Ow, shoot. So now that I've seen the barricade burning, I need to see a gate defense on Coxwell, Lion's Fire. Both gate defense on that map, on those maps, excuse me. And I think that's it for objectives I've never seen a loss on. Because that's all stages of Dark Forest now. And the first stage of Dark Forest, excuse me, I mentioned this earlier. Hello. Looking at my phone, you know. You had all the opportunity in the world. But instead, you acted peevish and scared. I'm so sorry. Now get off my wall.
For Malric! Be gone! You are unworthy of
That
my
can't reach me.
Having flown over. Ow!
You wouldn't even let me get up? Oh, hello. Who are you? Ow. Calm down. You can hit her in the back. There you go. Oh. Almost. How the hell was he hitting me so consistently? With a stab, no less? What the heck? Ah, but the thing is, if you had your giant shield on the throne, it would bounce right off. Because I've seen it pretty consistently now. When you throw an oil pot at a tower shield, they bounce off. But then, you know, the solution is just aim it at the feet. And then, yeah, about as good as any place. Because unfortunately, even when you're on top of the throne in Brawl, you can't go behind it. You know that little slot for an escape, that door behind it? It's got no, or it has collision, so you can't go back there. Which makes me wonder if it was intended that you're able to climb on top of the throne. I mean, it's nice. It fits the mode. Ooh. Let me do this. Just one heavy slash. Cool. No, never in 1,000 years. I think he got stunned by the ballista. You've lost your mind if you think I'm doing anything other than these heavies. Woo!
Careful, you
Where'd that guy go? Did you fall down here and didn't actually... What the hell? Was that a teleport? I'm trying to look at that guy's ping. 48, mine's is 28. I don't know what that was.
Profanation.
I don't know what this game is.
You ignoble, arrogant, shallow, vulgar, interest-conceited, filthy grade servant.
You gotta save them.
Observe this heap of vagrancy. You errant, momsy-nosed knave!
I don't know if he drowned or if... Whoa. You came back for revenge? That's not happening. You're mine. And this one, too. And then the knight behind me. Whoa. I missed. Ouch. Cloud gaming. I see that cloud symbol in a lot of games. Now, I've heard about the cloud for centuries now. I am doing really good with heavy mace, huh? It's because I'm playing extra stupid and just heavy slashing into groups of people. Yeah, I've seen the cloud for years now, but I still don't really get what it is. Except for, like, a storage device that follows you everywhere and allows you to very quickly load up things, like, without downloading them, because it's just on the cloud. That's how it works? Or am I gravely mistaken? Is one of the cats in that box? Oh my god, she is. I'm sorry, Jade, please. Relax on the cardboard.
The fall of life.
I mean, is my water bottle leaking? Oh, give me a break, man. What the heck is going on today? I mean, what's different about it? Is it just you don't have to download stuff? Ah, that's weird. You just see a game, oh, I want to play it, and I've been turned into a mother effing default. Again, that is 2 times now. No, I refuse. That's a quick rage quit. Back to the main menu. Provide me the customization I paid my gold for.
Let's go forward.
Stupid, stupid, stupid. 2 times now. Wow, man. First game, backed out. Fixed itself for like 2 matches. Boom, default again. No, I refuse. Back to the main menu. Let's try this again. I'm gonna have to constantly watch the credits to know who to scream at on social media. Programming. Andrew. Who else? Quality assurance? Frauds, all of them. I don't believe a word of it.
The slaughter of Coxwell.
My God. Quality assurance must have meant, did the game turn on? Could you manage the main menu and get into a match? Yes? Alright. The game works. Ship it. Release it. We'll deal with the problems as they come. God.
Stop the Masons!
There's already a bunch of people saying they are just going to review bomb the heck out of this game when it launches on Steam. Which is reasonable. I mean, think of the people that are in regions where the game is literally unplayable, like Southeast Asia, where their pings are constantly 100 up. Think about the people on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One who just want to play with each other because they realize they're at a huge disadvantage versus everyone else. You are going to have no stamina. Where's your arm?
I am sending you all of my very, very, very best vibes right now. I'll tell you that.
Excuse me. And it's not like this game is only played over here. I saw a screenshot of people in the Asia servers. Tons of dudes, level 100, 200, 300. So there are players globally. I don't know if you knew, but Kunal, you know, the most aggressive and probably the most passionate player out there, he said he's level 320 something. Hello, hello, hello. Hello? Hello? That Vanguard dodge didn't work. Ouch.
Not happening.
Someone just blew their horn. Yeah, I heard it too. They're tripping.
Half of the village has been destroyed!
60 isn't too bad. I think from my experience, it's like 80 and up that it's just... I'd rather not. At that point, jabs and stuff are pointless. Stabs with a really hard-hitting weapon is pointless. But I mean, it's up to your preference. Dude, there are some people legit, like competitive players and stuff, not on this game, but just games in general, like Fortnite. If their ping is like 30, that's unplayable to them. I mean, I don't know. Privilege, personal preference, I don't know what you call that. Dude. Yo, do I look like a Mason? I got a message from this place. 86. Keep up the good work, Pizza Steve. Thank you. Wow, that is like one of the best messages I've ever seen. It had no praise. It was like, oh my god, Legend Pizza Steve. Is that the Pizza Steve? It had none of that nonsense. It was just, keep up the good work, man. I would love to get messages like that. Those messages I would not get tired of. Those are the kind of messages I get on like my dialogue videos and such, so I'm very pleased with that. Thank you very much, Netflix. You have made my day. Looks like a Mason loss is going to happen at the first stage of Coxville here.
I soiled myself, and nobody cares! Yes!
Bad place to be, sir.
If you need anything, I will be right behind you.
It's very.
Oh yeah!
that guy on the Reddit a lot. Oh my god, this is really just what the heavy mace is known for. Just going behind the enemy team and spamming heavy slash.
Go, Blue Team!
S-O-T? S-O-T? I don't think I know what SOT stands for. No, that's not State of Decay, that's SOD. Sea of Thieves? That must be what you're talking about, Sea of Thieves. Yeah, I played Sea of Thieves with my friends a little bit. It's a cool game. I think it can be very chill, but I think you have to be in the mood to play Sea of Thieves. We were playing it for we played it a lot very quickly. Like, we were playing it for like a strong 2 weeks or something, and then suddenly we just stopped. Because, you know, it's doing the same thing, at least at the level that we were at. You know, just going to islands, encountering people, being very weary of them, maybe trolling them and trying to destroy their entire ship before they realize you were doing it, and then retreating and stuff. That sort of stuff is fun. It's got a great sandbox, but I really think you have to be in the mood to play it. And also, I think it's one of those games that you have to play with friends. If you play that game by yourself, I don't know. Outside of, you know, vibing on a single-person ship, I forgot the name of the small ones, I think you would get very bored. Of course, I never tried playing it by myself.
Eliminate the enemy team!
Nope, my Warhammer. Team damage?
Don't put all your
Wasn't me. That wasn't me. Yeah, I don't think we ever got to the forts. There was this, like, skeleton island with a bunch of ghost ships that would come after us and stuff. We were not prepared to take on that. Those dudes are just constantly pelting us from safety. We didn't get too far in that game, because we were constantly effing ourselves over. We would go after the wrong people who would mess with us. We would lock each other in the brig, crippling our efficiency. We did too much trolling.
It's pretty easy to milk a cow. Why, nearly any jerk. You reap what you sow. We actually... Chickens don't hatch. Eggs do.
Aww. Pirate Legend. That sounds like a pretty high rank. Wait, does the cat want out my room now? Yes, she does. 1 second. I'm not a default, right? Good. There you go. Do not come back in. And I'll make sure of that by blocking my door. Granted, the cats have no way of opening the door, only the dog can.
Hello, my lord.
Interesting.
Oh, now you make mercilessly hacking people to pieces look like child's play.
I did like it for what it was, but again, I feel like you really have to be in the Sea of Thieves mood to play it. I'll be honest, I think I'd rather not fight an ambusher right now. Wow. I was dead angled by a longsword. I thought that was a misser only thing, or a curved sword only thing. I'm coming! But, no! Ouch. I will say, of course, though. Wow, yeah, that is quite a lot. I will say, though, that easily has the best water in games. Incredible. Wait, this dude has nothing but his fist. You want a weapon? Take that.
Wait.
It's for you.
Just remembered. It's me mum's
Also, that was
birthday
a
tomorrow.
really loud crack. Ah. I mean, what level stuff do you get to do in Sea of Thieves? Is it that thing you mentioned, pirate forts? And by pirate, I assume you mean, like, the skeleton forts? I got a message from Soft Umbrella 887. Is that the guy who I sat? Thanks! Oh my god! I gave that dude a weapon, and he took the time to find me in recent players and message me. Or just go on the scoreboard and check my profile there. Well, no problem, Umbrella. It is my duty. I only ask that you win the first fight you get into. One-handed sword. Did they arrive just as I died again? I'm back! Delicious vengeance. Skeleton forts are great to farm. I can't imagine how powerful you'd have to be to get to farming those things. Very interesting. I see Mako a lot, so I'm wondering if that's malicious or not. Is this camping? I'm not going into their spawn, personally. I'd rather just get into a big group of people and hit them in the back like this. Oh, what saved you? Isn't that War Axe behind you? I missed. I'm getting too used to doing these alternate riposts. It's getting me killed a lot, because it is an entirely different direction. When's the last time you see me do a counter from the left? A while. I figure in 1v1s the alternate riposte is better, because people constantly expect it from the left, and it gets me hits on people's backs. Much harder than the left. What was that? Like a movie trailer. That was foolish.
God, that's gonna leave a...
What the heck? It's a lot of stuff to learn in that game, clearly. Well, that's no doubt. I don't think I think it's just a very one-of-a-kind game, which has perks and negatives. What the hell are you doing? Gotta commit to an attack, friend. Dude, I can't help but try to decapitate people like that after picking them. That felt.
Do this? No, that's really...
Vedic is getting a vote kick on him by A Samurai. Wow. And is A Samurai on your team? These vote kicks usually are from people on your team. It is. It's level 72, going 3 and 4. Why are they always your own teammates? Every time, like without fail, every time I check. It's a mutiny. There you go. That horn reminded me to blow my trumpet. Madness. This not jokingly. How's certain PC chat stupidity going on? That's the only assumption I can make. Nice. Yes. I gambled and did not lose for once. He's got a rake. F him up. Nice.
I helped!
Don't hit me in the back. Oh yes, his territory is right here. Behind enemies. Slashing them to death. I don't think that guy realizes that dude on the ground ain't dead. Ain't. That's the last time I said ain't. I'm showing you where I'm from. Experience.
They have a...
Wow. I assumed he would get hit in the ring.
Only 20 Mason troops remain.
Do you think it's a good game to chill on? Like, if I just wanted to hop on, do you think I could do that and actually
They're down to 10 troops left.
have a decent time? Of course, you know, if I knew I was in the mood for that kind of experience. Aww, I think he hit me with that.
Only 5 Masons remain.
Because I did overall like the game.
What's that behind you?
We are victorious.
For that guy we like! Down!
Solo as Hardcore Sea of Thieves. Where is the fist bump sent to this guy? There it is. God, it is so hard to actually configure that. I have to type in fist, then go to the back of the thing, then go to that screen. Oh my god, it's horrible. I like how dudes are still trying to claim that the Masons aren't the bad guys and they have voice lines like, feed them to the dogs. There's no more, excuse me, there's no more nuance between the two factions. There was some in the first game, even though the Masons were using slave labor and stuff, but now it's completely just good guys versus bad guys.
We had better defend yourselves quickly.
That's true. I didn't consider all the manpower to man your small ship. Even with 2 of their friends, it was crazy. But that was one of the best parts about the game. Putting in all that hard work. It's very satisfying to realize that you can do it.
FULMINATION!
But yeah, by yourself, to do every single thing, change the direction, any damage. That's something about it. Because it's going to happen to you eventually. And of course, if dudes come after you, like you parse, and other dudes are there, and they're in that mood, helpless.
Not happening. Cast down these charlatans!
Aye! Those are good job at sneaking around the back. If you can hit, unlike me. He didn't even roll, he just accepted his fate. Don't kill me! Oh, at least it was an enemy. Come in. So accomplished when I discovered that you could put the rowboats onto your ship. It's great. It was a mind blower for all of us. And it made things much, much, much easier. The game does take me back to a good time, even though it wasn't very long ago. That missed? Alright, one of you has to go. What? I'm not dead, son. What? Fail. Ouch. Why slash? Okay. Let me just go away from that guy.
I'd rather not.
This ain't moving. Ain't. God, I'm just saying it all the time now, huh? I used to not have a problem with talking in tongues, too. I'm picking up bad habits from nasty people. That's a bear trap. Yeah, how is the grind on that game, actually? Because there were a lot of things we were learning, but then when we started to actually buckle down, we got to like double digits in some of the factions, but we didn't really go for that high-stakes stuff. We always kind of stuck to smaller things, you know, just basic expeditions to islands, solving a riddle, finding a chest. Never really went beyond that. We didn't do any of those forts. And we also spent a lot of time getting stuff from the barrels at sea, as they'd always have a ton of food and stuff. Who are you?
Well done. Our caravan has reached the gatehouse. Masons, capture that gatehouse.
Hello. Who are you? Trading. What the hell is an Agathian even doing down here? Wasn't that guy dead? Or did he just fall next to me like that guy?
You lot ride horses rather less well than other horses would.
Why are there so many Agathians coming over here? You have no business here. Actually, we're not taking the gatehouse. This is weird. Grind is real. Wow. I need to be overheading dudes on the ground. But I don't do that because I can do this. And get set.
Undoubtedly.
Good patience. No. Why me? Don't do it again. There's someone next to me. That wasn't me.
Malediction!
Interesting place to park. Okay, that guy's dead. Why do I have my throwing knives out? Is it because I picked up those throwing axes? There you go.
Feculent.
Oh my god, I have been— oh god! Never. Yes! Aesthetic.
I can't.
Varric, not aesthetic.
Calamity.
Letters are hard. So hard that I almost
Will
said
not
numbers.
work.
This is Bollocks.
Get away from me! I just want one thing!
Expletives.
I just want to get to full health.
We've nearly taken the gatehouse.
ouch, 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 and ouch.
Good. The gatehouse now belongs to the Mason
Yeah,
Order.
the PvP in that game, it's interesting.
Quickly, escort the caravan forward.
Obviously, the AI can cheat. You know, when you board the ship, you can see them cheating, doing things without actually needing people to do them. But overall, I don't think... I think the PvP worked best when instead of just ship warfare, like in Black Flag, Assassin's Creed 4, you would start with a sneaky infiltration or something, you know, just try to silently ruin them and then jet out of there. Head-on confrontations weren't the most fun from my experience. Thank you.
Well done. End act. Calamity. I require a wider berth.
Mom. Okay. Nice special, sir. You know, that's one thing I'm surprised I don't see in tournament play that often. I would expect people to try to abuse the specials a lot more with correct spacing and such, but you rarely saw them. They really treat them like special attacks. Is this guy disconnecting? He is. He's not. Don't be a thief. Good thing I moved out the way. And then that guy turned around because he hurt me. One of the only special attacks I remember seeing was that, I forgot who, but it was someone using a falchion. I think it was Benjamin.
Do you believe in love?
I figured an 80 damage stab that you could honestly whip out as a riposte would be a really good pressuring tool, but no.
Leave. I require disseminate. I require.
Wait a second.
wider berth.
What? I wondered if I was seeing things. Huh? Huh? Oh, God, help me! Woo! So this is... Fire! 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 Every day I'm playing Chivalry 2. It hits you with something new. I am... I can't.
Preserve the throne.
I can't. Do they see me like this? Do I look normal? I'm hitting a teammate. How?
Oh, Malric!
Help?
Help me! Help! I require it. Help me! For the Iron Fist! Laudations! The Order! Tragic! Be gone!
Dude.
You're unworthy of my attentions, squire.
How does this happen? Okay, it's easier to tell what's happening in first person. Ooh, again. Yes. Yes, again. I would love to do it again. I can't even get off this thing. I'm pressing X to get off. I think someone has to hit you off. Dude. Oh my god. Look, this is what it looks like in first person. Oh! Lost connection to host. I mean, did that crash the game? Well,
Nice day, my lord.
that doesn't really explain how that works still. Oh, wow. That is one of the funnier bugs, though. Until it kicks you out the lobby. That was a good lobby, too. What the hell was that? Hello, Tiger. We fixed a rare crash that occurred when you were using the catapult before it was meant to be in play. Oh, give me a break, man. Yeah, heavy base is just like an objectively better maul, and I swear to God, it has a better heavy drag because its hitbox lasts forever. I don't get it. When that thing loses all speed and you're resetting back,
A loss for words.
it's still an attack. It's crazy. Oh wow, that was incredible.
We warned! The Masons are within our walls!
Looks like this was a rare match where no one got the banners early.
Defend the trebuchets!
That's become a talking point
and
again.
must remain firing upon
Rightfully
their
so,
ships.
because now it's easier for the Masons, despite them deploying a fix that was supposed to not make it possible for Masons anymore. Classic Torn banner. You failed. I failed. Excuse me. And I really like that its stab does the same damage as its slash. It's not that helpful in most engagements with multiple people, but in 1v1s it makes it a viable which I think makes this a good matchup versus axes, like the Executioner's axe and stuff, because those weapons, they have really bad stabs, but this one's stab is equal to its slash, which is really good. So you can kind of abuse it and force him to counter stab, which leaves him with very little options. Hello. Ow. The hell? Oh, this guy knows what he's doing. Jab. No. I have no stamina for a special attack. Oh, that went right around me. Skyrim Forever #1. It's one of the best games ever. Can't wait for another re-release in a couple years. Anniversary Special Edition. I'm really mad that I lost my disc version of Skyrim. So, it's free on Game Pass, but I actually would like to own the game, and unfortunately that is like a full price purchase right now with the Anniversary Edition. Such is life.
Oh no!
Excuse me. Saw that barrel freeze in air. A pickaxe, who knows how to jab. That is a future tournament player right there. And he's got Master in his name. Hello, what the heck? We can hold them off here for 4 minutes. Excuse me. I need to drink some water. Dude, my bottle of water has been leaking this whole time? Look at that. That's an actual puddle. What the heck is the problem? It's leaking from the bottom. What do I do about this? Or is it just like a... Hold on. Maybe it's not actually leaking and it's something else. Maybe I spilled some on the counter and it's been sitting in that spill, making it leak from the bottom. Because this bottle is... It should not leak. That makes no sense. There's no way it could have a hole in it. I hate to say this word, but that makes literally no sense. No. God, this thing is really good at hitting people from behind. No! Why didn't that stop on its teammate? Ooh, the spear guy? I didn't see the name. I don't see a Seymour on the Mason team. Or on my team. I do see a Velvet. Not that Velvet, though. Are you still behind me? Could you hear how little audio that dude was making as he was slashing behind me? Incredible. Great miss. There we go, that's what I wanted. Ow. It is incredible how that dude is hitting all around his teammates and right onto me. Nah, I don't think that's Seymour. I don't see one in this lobby. That guy's name was Master something. Or unless Master Seymour? Master Seymour as well, huh? Oh. No, it's not Seymour. Unless he's changed his name to Xanatos? What is... Yo, my tackles have been getting cut by a lot of things right now.
The tribute sheds and been destroyed!
I don't think I'll ever see something like the pickaxe in a highly competitive duel scene. Even with a shield, I mean, just having one weapon it's extremely dangerous. It's way too dangerous. I do think it's crazy, honestly, that the engineer doesn't even have a knife. Now, the conspiracy theorist part of my brain says that it's something with the game's code that doesn't allow them to have all those utilities and two weapons, because if you noticed, when I was using the shovel, a bear trap apparently counts as a weapon. Because when you're using the sledgehammer or the shovel and you pick up a weapon, you drop the weapons. But if you use your bear trap, you are then able to equip a sidearm using the sledgehammer or shovel. And I imagine the logic would be the same with the pickaxe. However, this is countered by the fact that something like the Raider exists, which is the only class in the game that can hold 3 weapons. 2 giant ones and a tiny knife. So, I don't really know. What could explain it?
For the order! Cast down these charlatans! The order!
Well, it looks like his jumping sprint attack exploit works with any weapon. I saw him doing it with the Morning Star.
For the red and black!
Overrun the city of Galencourt and desecrate Vedran's tomb! Masons, capture the outer fortifications!
Not sure what I blocked there. Would someone like to launch me? Or get launched? I'm gonna reel this back and then ask someone launches me. Or I can launch you, Vader. Right there. Oh god, that guy next to him is going crazy. He's not even looking. Look at him. I wasn't kidding. He's not actually looking at who he's trying to hit. Wasn't me. Does he know that he can open the door from back there? I don't think he does, because I don't see it moving.
We need to establish a foothold!
Wasn't me. It was an archer.
Be more careful.
He tried to flee and he got impaled. Welcome to Chivalry. If you didn't know, if someone tosses you back here, you can open this door. You can break it down from right behind it. And you'll still be capping the point the whole time. But yeah, how much damage does the special do on base? 80. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Everything else is 50 and 40.
Well fought! We have taken the fortifications!
Oh, we're already out of here. Okay.
The Agathian flagships are anchored in port! Destroy them!
This one, Indeed. Why not? The situation! Fall back!
Is he even still allowed back there? Nah, don't know. Don't ask why I didn't help that person, okay? Sometimes I just don't attack people. Even in free-for-all, just sometimes I just run away from people. Run past them. No explanation for it. It's nothing personal. Oh, he's dead. Nice. No hit stun. I won't lie, I almost read that guy's name incorrectly. You laughed? You laughed, you lose. Oh my god, and then I tried to jump on it and I slipped right off. I just jumped in front of him. Wait, you laugh, you lose. So what did the Y stand for? Yeah, another thing that you can help me with.
Quit dying, you cowards! Don't stand so close, lest you tarnish my reputation.
That's a bear trap that I tackled. Wow. Can you really tackle bear traps? That seems really counterintuitive, but technically it makes sense.
FULMINATION!
Dude. Look at this. Where is everybody? I'm gonna have to try that again. Tackling a bear trap. That seems really stupid, but that is exactly what I did. Someone's got the back one started. Thank you so much. Oh man, dude, where is everyone? This got obnoxious a long time ago. There's quite literally no one here. There you go.
Malediction!
Criminy. Dare I say crikey.
How dare you acquiesce so easily?
Acquiesced. That's another word that I need to learn. Acquiesced. Disseminate, acquiesced. Serfs? That just must be slang. Serfs. Vemos.
Nobody retreat! The situation there can be no fallback!
I think it's time to leave.
Our mast is destroyed! Only the flagship Goldmane remains.
Wow, I
Cripple
kept
her.
all my momentum there too. Acquiesced? How dare you acquiesce? What? Am I crazy or does that not make much sense in the context that he's using it? What is he acquiring? The sweet embrace of death? I know there's a guy behind me. Calm down. You might say just kick someone that's doing that. I swear to God, kicking people like that does not work. They always swing. I don't trust it for a second. Get out the way, please. Why doesn't anyone do this anymore? I always find myself alone up here. I don't know if that guy right in front of me disarmed it. Calm down. That guy is really good. That dude almost swung at me. The most shocking thing is he actually canceled the attack.
Cast down these charlatans!
Time to leave.
Vamos!
Vamos! Excuse me, sir, I'm vamosing. I'm sorry, ma'am.
European flagships have been immobilized. A license, use their own powder
I'm telling you,
kegs
dudes, don't
against
expect a
the
blunt weapon to stab. But this thing's stab is amazing. Is there someone behind me?
It will not work. It will not work.
Well, I guess I had a divine intervention.
Even I cannot.
How do I make the most out of this life after something like that happens to me? Ow.
Get up, you heap of hebetude. For Malric! Get up, you heap of hebetude.
Hebitude. Yo, why are dudes swinging at me?
Why are you in such close proximity, peasant?
Just playing the medic there. Give me a bandage kit. If you could customize the abilities on each class, I probably would put the bandage kit on everything.
Elsewhere with you. Have you mistaken yourself for nobility?
It's a very romantic form of healing. I mean, doesn't it make you feel sad knowing that someone went out of their way to personally heal you in this game? Don't down, man.
Profanations.
No. No. I just crushed someone's head with the barrel. Keg. Heap of habitude.
Retreat! Retreat! Be gone!
Phaedrid, stop shining your light upon me. Please, man. I love you, but don't come unto me right now.
The gate is destroyed!
Wait till we're defiling.
Overwhelm the outer wall!
Wait till I defile you. My god. Few games out loud. And have them be completely justified in the context of the game. Am I still alive, for real?
Calamity!
I saw a bear chat, that's the one thing I wanted there. So, the barricades right there are actually really bad because you can put the kegs on them from a distance. You have to put them ahead.
Clear that bridge of a gap!
I do not like seeing field engineers right now. I like when my enemies are stupid. Competition and team objective is not what I want. Oh, there we go. We should be in this. Ow. Dude, I don't know what I was stuck on. What's my respawn? Oh, I'm not going to be able to reach that in time. They're going to despawn. If I respawned quicker, I think you could run up there and get those. But the thing is, they despawn, which is just so stupid. I hate that the kegs despawn. At least at the speed that they do. Because I think it makes sense, you know, after a while, if there's too many, it could start crashing everyone's game. But I feel like they barely last a minute. And you only get 3 minutes and 30 seconds to get through here. Are there any kegs right here? There are.
For the red and black! For the...
Don't! God dang it, I was that close. I can do that again. Those barricades actually are stopping me from planting them. I had to do them at this weird angle at the back. I see no one carrying kegs. However, we're all there. Okay, good. There's always a cockblocker.
The outer ward is ours!
Pretend that I meant to
now
jump.
in reach!
Hello. Did you think I was done? Oh, yes, I am done hitting enemies. All I hit is walls now.
Suspicion cannot defy the might of the Mason Order.
The Nut Shack. Oh, please. He can't shoot anymore because he's out of bounds. Yes, what a great change. What a great change. Oh my god, dude, calm down. You see this gymnastic that I'm fighting with? Where am I?
Trepidation!
Defile those traitorous items.
Defile those, what, traitorous items? Of course. Oh, that's an overhead. I don't like seeing pickaxes. Pickaxes scare me. They mean good players. And I don't like good players. I want to see no overheads, no stabs, no specials.
Keep smashing!
Interesting kick. Dude, that person has not expected a single stab. Every single one of those has gotten them. Nice.
The Agathian relics lie in ruins! The enemy is in retreat!
Profanation!
The Agathians are holding out in the church! Assault the church!
Bum, 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 bum. There's a part of me that wants to run around the church. But then there's the human brain waking up and realizing it's pointless. Remember what they took from us. Whoa. I got a lot of distance on that. Nice.
Even I cannot.
You really chased me over here? How foolish. That was not the play, sir. God, it'd be really funny if Agatha could break open their church as well. Because on Coxwell, the gate on Mason's left side at the last stage, Agatha's right. Agathians can break open that gate by hitting it. Maybe at some point in the game's future, there will be a patch that enables that. Accidentally, of course. Bad time for a special. A moment of silence. This is also another one of those objectives where you really have to suspend disbelief as to why we can only barge in this church from the front door and not the 4 doors on the sides. See, that's why I like the back door. It made sense in a way. What the hell? I thought that guy was disconnected. We should be in here. Okay, yeah, we're in there.
A lot of you! Come!
Masons, into the church and lay waste to Phaedron's tomb!
I imagine this is actually going to be really hard. That's what I like to see. Very good damage at the start. Did all the monks leave it or something? Oh no. That is such a bad start. So good. So great. Well, let me get started on that.
Elsewhere with you. Have you Wait! Don't! How dare you! Now, think it through. What? Wait! Don't! I could elevate your station. Now, think it through. Why cast aside such a bargaining chip?
Hello. What was that guy's name? Holy Lord? Ouch. That was ridiculous.
The beloved steward is nearly destroyed!
Oh, this is really bad for them. I think it's over already. Yeah, 5 minutes to deal that much damage is not a problem. I could tackle into it from the ledge and eventually break it. No. That wouldn't happen. Tackle does like what? 20 damage on contact? I wonder what's the exact amount of hit points the tomb has. If I were to hazard a guess, I would say it has 3,000 health. Maybe 2,500? Maybe. That's game.
Laudations! Disseminate! I had hardly the room to maneuver.
I wonder if I can tackle onto it and break it right now.
The Asclepians are fleeing the hallowed city in disgrace!
Taking about 4 or so more tackles. That's a really good way to get to the tomb. If you're the engineer, you could jump on that railing and do a very quick sprint attack to get right onto the point, and maybe even hit it with your sprint attack if they're not body blocking it.
Tournament grounds!
God, I never want to see a longsword again. I take pride in how little I've used the longsword since I got it to level 80. Honestly, I think I'd rather use a messer than a longsword now, with how much I'm seeing the longsword. Not to discredit it, I mean, it's an incredible weapon. And very balanced as well. It's not an overpowered weapon. Just does everything as good as you'd want it to. Excuse me. What the hell was that? I think some saliva went down the wrong tube for a second. I was gonna say, as I'm now teary-eyed, I wonder how easy it would be for Torn Manor to just completely destroy the combat of the game. Like, what minor tweaks would they have to do
Eliminate the enemy
in order
team!
to ruin everything and make this game unplayable? Or not enjoyable to play, I should say. Thank you, my brother.
Oh, that's gonna lick. Ow!
Ouch. Is that guy coming for revenge? Try it again. Watch. Shoot. Wasn't me. This one behind me. Out. Full loving. little fella.
Don't give up. It is important to stay positive.
Am I still in recovery? Ow.
Be seeing you.
That poor guy's jumping too much. He's gonna have no stamina. Hasn't he read the patch notes? Ouch. That felt quite nice. And was a tad risky. Tad. Whoops. I'm not sure what's hitting me right now. Storms in sports? Frankie McDonald is hosting a Twitter space. I cannot imagine that being a good idea. Storms and sports? Would he talk about sports? Fathom, that's a cool name. I hope it's OG and it doesn't have ID numbers. Nice heavy. What happened to all the teammates next to me? So far, this lobby has not been filling up. So if the next one doesn't fill up, I'm going to have to do the good old-fashioned lobby hunt. Is there a crossbow to my left? Aw, unfortunate. Hello. Oh my god, okay. I have to cherish these matches as much as possible because when the update comes, supposedly on the 9th, everything could go to hell again. It's pretty impressive that a game this young can have so many updates that have destroyed the foundation of the game. I can't tell. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say if that guy actually has no weapon or not. I think he's using a rapier. Wait, no. Morningstar. Okay, look at that. I mean, what do I do?
I am sending you all of my very... You are performing at a very high level.
I wish you could knock down those bottles. No. So, notice how that was a takedown for me, but a kill for him? I think I actually deciphered the takedown system. If the person downs the enemy, they get the kill. Anything else that happens to them is a takedown. I've noticed this pretty consistently now. Yeah, pretty consistently. Get away from me. That was extremely risky, jabbing mace. It blows my mind that dudes actually played the game for the entirety of that Halloween update. Because the problems were server side, meaning it wasn't like I'm not experiencing it thing. It was a I am experiencing these issues. Maybe not to the same extent, sure. But I am experiencing these issues and I am willingly playing with them. Mind-numbing stuff. But hey, I figure the longer you play it, the more it'll bother you. If you're newer, you won't be nearly as bothered. You won't even realize that there are problems. Like when I posted about the chase mechanic and how it's not working, a lot of dudes in the comments said they didn't even know that this game had a chase mechanic. You know? I mean, this is how these problems just fester. Incredible. Nice, lobby's filling up. Incredible.
Yeah, what he said.
What is going on here? First things first, the archers definitely have to go. Aww.
Fall back! Fall back! Ah, run away! Ah, we're all gonna die!
God, we're playing a match of total control over here. Wow, we both missed. That's awesome. No one expects a one weapon to stab you, man. As tempting as this is, I must get my heavy mace back. Sorry. And then he blocks me completely. Nice turn, gamer. Excuse me. They had plenty of time, too. I do think it is kind of crazy, considering how long this game took to come out, how few maps it has.
We have only 30 troops left.
Of course, the limited maps hasn't bothered me, like, I'm fine with them, but it is a valid point to bring up. This game has been in development for a while, you could assume. And it doesn't have a lot for how many years it's been cooking.
Just 20 Agathians remain.
For that guy we like!
Hello. I guess you could say the same thing for a game like Halo Infinite, right? Halo Infinite has, what, 10 maps? That's crazy to me. Although apparently Halo 3 only released with 11, and Halo 3 is the most beloved Halo
down to
of
10.
all time. I was a Reach person myself. Of course, I bought Reach first. That was my first Halo, so of course I wasn't going to be able to get into a game like Halo 3.
Only 5 Agathians
Makes no
remain.
sense.
We have been defeated.
Help me, I'm still a virgin.
I never played the story of Reach, because I was a kid, and, you know, FPS campaigns were not the thing you bought FPSs for. So apparently that's something huge that I missed out on. I tried playing the Halo campaigns in the Master Chief Collection with Game Pass. I can't. I really can't, okay? There's too much slow, methodical stuff for me to pay attention to. When it comes to FPS campaigns, I'm much more Call of Duty. Give me constant action with some decent characters that I can have a laugh on. Unfortunately, Halo is more of a multiplayer game for me. As in, multiplayer only. Apparently, Reach had some deeply emotional campaign with amazing characters and such. And I didn't realize it was a prequel to all the other Halos. That was a key component that I completely missed out on. It was a good game. Made a lot of friends from there. Of course, I don't know any of them anymore. But these were in 360 days. None of the friends we made there were meant to be permanent. But I do remember that incredible Forge map, amazing custom games. Oh my god, Infection. It is a grand time. And the DMR. Oh my god, when I was playing Infinite, all I was thinking is, man, I really miss the DMR. It was a fine weapon. Nice. Although apparently precision weapons have always dominated Halo and it's been bothering some people. Which I can understand. Don't down me, sir.
Grand, so it is.
Being strong. Not under my jurisdiction.
Watch it. Careful, you make one.
We can't pick you up. We can't pick you up. Sorry, you're the victim of that bug. Day one bug. That's true, it's another thing. There's a lot of games that are kind of lost to time because they were products of their time. Games very much are products of their time. Like Far Cry 2, for example. Of course, the Far Cry franchise is a weird thing to discuss. You'll see thousands of different opinions on which one's the best, which ones are horrible. Oh, everyone after 3 is a copy and paste. Far Cry 2 is a very different thing, and there's a lot of elitists for that game. And then people will tell you that its mechanics were amazing and well ahead of its time. And they made for a much more authentic Far Cry experience. And then there's other people that will tell you, oh, managing this disease and the gun jamming and stuff, oh god, it was horrible, no one liked it. The physical map.
I must concede that it is
These are things that you wouldn't
miraculous
understand
that some of you have
nowadays.
survived this curses.
Which I think is fair. Of course, one of the worst arguments that I hate is nostalgia goggles. Like, I won't just accuse these people of blindly loving something because it was their first. That is one of my least favorite arguments. As I think it diminishes valid opinions. Games that I bet didn't age at all, though, were my GameCube games. Now, let me tell you, one of the biggest L's in life for me was me giving my GameCube away to one of my school friends who used to visit me and hang out at my house. I don't know what kind of freaking mentally deficient decision that was, but I am mad at it every day of existence. That I gave away such a classic system with so many incredible games to my friend. Unbe-freaking-believable. I lose my fighting arm, of course.
You Aaron's momsy nose name.
I can't even punch. That was pretty good. God, I had an incredible Ice Age game, an amazing Jimmy Neutron game, SpongeBob game, X-Men game, Teen Titans game, and I can't play them anymore. I don't know if freaking eBay would save me in this dilemma, and if I could just look these things up to find them, but as far as I'm concerned, they're lost and gone forever. Dreadful freaking sorry. Hello, sir. Didn't even recognize each other. Is there one more person up here? You fool. Oh man, that X-Men game especially, it had this amazing mode that I forgot the name of, but it basically lets you play as any enemy that you encountered in the campaign. Any. Sentinels, mutants, the blob, the freaking blob. God, it was so cool. That was one of the most appealing things to me when I was a kid, playing as the enemy. It's why I love Left 4 Dead so much. was such an amazing, novel idea to me. Getting to play as something else besides the generic good guys all the time. Oh my god, you're in the way, friend. That is some very interesting looking fashion.
Soldiers, defend the fort.
I don't know if you saw it. Hello? You could pit the main characters against these very unique enemies you'd find in the campaign. Oh, it was incredible. I can remember it so vividly even now. That stuff blew my mind. And even today, you know, games don't do that. They don't let you play as enemies that you discover in the campaign, in these arenas and stuff. That was just novelty things that I think we as a general population didn't appreciate enough. And you never see it now. What instead reigns supreme is cinematic blockbuster experiences that you play once, maybe talk about for a few weeks, and then don't think about again. It's whatever. Wow, what a freaking gamble.
Indeed. Feculence! Ha 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 ha. Vamos! Hurry!
I think even in my Teen Titans game you were able to do that. I think I remember playing as Jinx. No, not Arcane Jinx. Teen Titans Jinx.
Was there ever a doubt?
What the hell? Oh, wow, nice. Yeah, and that's another thing. All these big blockbuster games, they get remasters, remakes. Last of Us Remake is rumored to be a thing that'll come out very soon at some point. Even though it's not an old game, it already has an amazing remaster that boosts the FPS. It's easy to access. Like, that's not a game that needs any sort of remake. The story is fine, great even. It looks beautiful. There's no part of that game that needs a remake. The remaster was all it needed, just an FPS boost for the new consoles. Why am I always getting jumped up here? I think I mention this every time. Whenever I'm up there, I'm always getting attacked by multiple enemies.
Not happening.
Excuse me. Excuse me. You've got me. What about the teammate stuck on this wall right here? I'm so sorry, Father. You'll kick me later.
Not silence. You infect us both with your stupidity.
Battle claws, yes.
Sorry, was I too mean?
Every game has to have Overwatch humor now. Likeable, relatable characters. Games are afraid of making protagonists that you don't automatically fall in love with. That's one thing I don't like about Red Dead Redemption 2. I think it's an amazing game, but I really like the character of John Marston much more than Arthur Morgan, because Arthur Morgan, I mean, he barely feels like an outlaw to me. He's handsome, he's nice to people who matter, but then he's supposed to be this devil in disguise, apparently. But then everyone idolizes him. I think it's crazy. Like, he's shown so much, I don't know, admiration? But I mean, he's not a guy to be admired. It almost feels like he's being someone that he's not meant to be. Like, the redemption part of that game confused the heck out of me because it came so late. That doesn't account for the thousands of families you've ruined. you're fainting the pixel. But of course, it's not anything harmful. Like, it's your opinion of a fictional character. Love who you want to love. All right, 1 second. Hello. Interesting. I mean, you tell me what that looked like. That looked sus. Nice set of chompers. I wonder what teeth look like in medieval times.
Retreat!
Interesting.
This outcome was only surprising by the measure of how bad it actually was.
God, don't even get me started on GTA. Rockstar has lost their reputation, so now we can only trust FromSoft. And I fear that at some point we're gonna have to not trust FromSoft and we'll have to trust someone else. I guess technically you can trust Ubisoft, right? Ubisoft have never made like a shockingly horrible product. It's just all their products are just hatefully generic. Well, actually, if you're talking to an Assassin's Creed fan, they might say that the new games are embarrassing. I've heard nothing but bad and mediocre things about Valhalla. One of the most critical things being it's too long. Ubisoft yet again going on their record of making the most giant open worlds possible, but only in that sense, the very literal sense of the world, of the word. Big but not filled, you know, hollow.
With me! This way! This way! Follow me! With me! Let us... You ignoble,
Worlds of being! We've saved Morixer!
filthy third-rate servant!
I was going to mention Visceral Games, but they don't exist anymore, even though EA is still pushing out this Dead Space remake, which of course I will have to buy, because I'm a big Dead Space
Try
fan.
not to
All
bleed on
three.
me.
All
My
three games.
tailoring costs are exorbitant.
Yes, Dead Space 3 is a good game. Anyone who says otherwise needs to be quiet and stop being objectively wrong. It's like Dead Space 3 is the exact same discussion as Dark Souls 2. Dude's talking about,
The black sheep of the franchise.
be quiet. They're both fantastic games. If 3 was more of the same as 2, you couldn't make 3 the same as 2. 1 was really good in the horror factor, then 2 brought it to more action, still keeping the horror, but you know, with a speaking protagonist and stuff, and him being a freaking wisecracking SOB, the horror wasn't all there, and you got really powerful and stuff. Like, halfway through the game, there's no way you could be scared of anything anymore, because you're just ripping apart things and just being mesmerized as you butcher these enemies and stuff. How are you going to get scared in that type of scenario? There's no way Dead Space 3 could, I don't know, recreate the horror of Dead Space 1. I really don't know what dudes were expecting from Dead Space 3. They did the best with what they could, with what they could work with. Of course, I'm not some narrative genius who knows exactly how to make the best tailored stories possible, but I think the criticisms against that game are just insanity to me.
For the red and black!
I will say that the game has a lot of unfortunate bugs, especially on the co-op side of it.
Slaughter these traitors in their own fields!
Those are a few points negative.
Infantry! Burn the village and
Other than that,
slaughter
though,
the
it's a
peasants!
great time.
More incoming!
Excuse me. I was gonna let him hit me to get up. Nice block. I was always a cock blocker. Nothing's free in this game. Except bugs.
That's it.
In was there ever a doubt?
Be quiet. Bad time to heal. Get away from me. He recovered in time to block that. Fascinating.
Expletive.
I saw one peasant still alive. I mean, hopefully he still is, and not like tucked away in a corner right there. No. And he takes the time to reload, little fool, as I smash my teammate for 30 health. And call him a fool.
Will not work.
And Dark Souls 2 is just an incredible game. Masterpiece, easily. Best in the franchise, as a matter of fact. Best PvP. That is the... Okay, if there's one thing I will say is objective fact in Dark Souls, it's that Dark Souls 2 has the best PvP. To disagree would just be blatantly ignorant. You're crazy. You're on ketamine, and I need some. To have such a insane opinion like that. I just want to kill your teammate. Is that so much to ask for? Is this a full lobby? Hell no, it's not. I can't believe people actually saw the blessing of soul memory and took it as a curse. How would you be mad about soul memory? It lets you level up your character as much as possible. As much as you want. Instead of a stupid low number level where you're forced to using a specific thing or making an entirely different character. That's crazy to me. The Halo Reddit is locked down. Oh my god! What?
Vacate my I require
I thought it was just Battle Pass progression that people were complaining about. But it's getting locked down. It can't be that serious. Well, actually, it kind of is, now that I think about it. Considering the amount of extra time they've had and everything, I think it is maybe that serious. Hello.
We've sent half of them to hell.
I cannot believe how similar the battlefield situation is to this game.
I can't.
It's honestly poetic. That was supposed to be a tackle, not a poetic kick. No! Slayer? Specifically Slayer, that's weird. The challenges, yeah, I get it. It's a really ghetto way to make progression. Playlist, content, battle pass progression. And apparently people are also talking about the microtransactions in that game, and apparently they're really egregious or something. Of course, they're cosmetic only, but... just having cosmetic only microtransactions is not automatically a positive. Like, it's not... if it's only cosmetics, it doesn't mean you cannot have valid complaints about that. I see a lot of people that default to that response when people are like,
Oh my god, it's just cosmetics, there's no big deal.
I mean, Fortnite is one of the most successful games in the world, probably right behind GTA, and that game's only way of monetizing is cosmetics. You'd have to be such an ignorant shrew. Where is everyone? I've been kind of mindlessly going around in this game, and I realize I've been getting in situations like that a lot. I mean, this isn't a full lobby, so I guess that's what you could say. Wait, reach armor in the past got removed. That, what, to be put in the item shop, forcing you to pay money to buy it? How do they know it was supposed to be in the past? Leaks? Don't hit me. Look at me going after kills instead of bonfires. What do I become? A shell of my former self. That sounds really weird. God, it's so easy to not F these things up, too. All the extra time you give them. For what?
It has been destroyed.
That is kind of crazy. How the hell were they going to release Halo Infinite a year ago? As a launch title. What was it going to have if it has what it has now, after a year? Honestly, I think Halo is kind of a similar story to this game as well, where it seems to be getting carried solely by its gameplay. And if it didn't have incredible gameplay, people would be more livid than they are, I guess.
Such misery.
Oh, I tried to drag that to the maximum. That Vanguard saved me from hitting him in the back. Saved him from me hitting him in the back.
The gate is nearly
That's
destroyed.
really weird. Wasn't the reason they delayed it because of like the memes and Craig and stuff? God, how weird. What a weird situation, Halo. I mean, everything seems to be weird now, man. I was gonna say, you're crazy if you think I'm not gonna just gamble you. Oh, he just has his fists. Found a weapon. Smart.
Into the city and rearrange the city gate.
What? I think your Positive's friends hit. I'm sure one of us can hit her. I'm forgetting the 10 tenets of chivalry. Slash and slash only. Everything else is pointless.
Excrement.
What the heck? It's TDM. Let's. Wait. Okay. Wait.
Malric!
Is the discussion about making Slayer like a Slayer-only playlist? Because that's a staple of Halo.
Profanations.
Not just TDM, but you know the variations to it: Team Snipers, Team DMRs, Team SWAT. What the heck is going on, man, with 343? It's 343 this time, right? Not Bungie. I often forget that Halo is no different to Call of Duty with having like 16 different developers making the same product. What is this guy doing? Besides confusing the heck out of me. How weird. So I guess it was Bungie in charge of Halo 5. I keep hearing that Halo 5 and 4 are the black sheep, mostly 5. While 4 was more like, the game. Again, I don't follow Halo, so I don't know the specifics of all these issues.
Moving backwards is for chambering it up.
weird timeline we're in. Are they, like, lapping us in kills? Okay, they are. That would explain a few things. Hello. Now, you tell me. Did you hear that guy running behind me with the giant hammer? I hear he's behind. This game. Oh my god, at least with how I've been moving around doing absolutely nothing. Actually, no, it makes sense. I've been running around just hitting people in the back, so... That is how you get points. I can hear some now. Are you even allowed back here? There's no way you're allowed back here. Know your place. I guess, you know, that does make sense, I suppose. If they insist on making the multiplayer free, they have to think about how they're going to make their money. Especially because all of Halo is going to be free. It's going to be on Game Pass. I guess everyone's on the other side.
Let's do it.
God, and Halo's making its campaign open world. Ugh. I am so sick of those words together, open and world. Excuse me. Yeah, I wouldn't be too comfy trying to counter slash heavy mace attacks. Where was that gold? Oh, someone's taking it back. I think this is the least focused I've ever been on an objective in the game. Honestly, I'm just becoming a bit jaded of Coxville as a whole. If it had more dynamics to its objectives, I would have a much better time, but even on Mason, it's just... I'd rather just walk around hitting people. What now? He can win that. I mean, have you ever seen the card of gold this empty? Full lobby. Yeah, I don't know. And dudes have been speaking positives about it. Kinda. Which I don't like. Honestly, like, any open world I am sick of. So I don't like the fact that I'm hearing these dudes who get to play early speak positively of it. Because that tells me that it could potentially become the norm. Really? This is a very weird Coxwell lobby. No, no, no. What, did I hit the wall? What stopped that attack? For the floor? I have to see that. I feel robbed. I don't know what I hit, honestly. I'm gonna assume a structure. How did you block that? No, no, no. Never in 1,000 years. Do not ever try that again. Never. I take that as a sign of disrespect. When someone's trying to do a riposte special on me. I do that to my enemies. I will not have it done to me. I wasn't kidding. Don't forget the tenants. Just press right trigger and reap success. Even Rockstar open world I'm kind of getting tired of, because the thing is, Rockstar makes a really good first-time experience. On another go-around, it is kind of horrible. You know everything that's going to happen, and when you 100% their games, yo, it is barren. It becomes Ubisoft, but without combat. When you 100% the Red Dead Redemption game, at least RDR2, there's nothing to do anymore. Nothing happens in the world. You have to cause fights to get into them. I think the only open world that I have fond memories of now is Bethesda and Skyrim only, because that's the only Bethesda game I've played. Doom doesn't count. Bethesda did not develop Doom. I think Skyrim's open world is one that I actually don't get tired of. Yo, you gotta be a nutso to get that close. What, you think the teammates are gonna save you? Hell no. Hell no. Get away from me. I couldn't get into Fallout. Fallout's not my thing. Respectably. Except for 76, I will constantly laugh at that game. And maybe even 4 to an extent. Yeah, I never had an interest in Fallout. That's gonna hurt. This has been a very weird coxswell match. I can only assume that everyone's been doing what I'm doing, and that's just going for kills. I have barely went for any objectives. Interesting. This dude immediately swung. Yeah, you're crazy. If you hit me with them all, I will just gamble. I've used it. I know what it's like. Yeah, they should be good. No Man's Sky was another open world type thing that took years to get to a fine point. Now you got Bethesda developing Starfield, and man, as of late, Bethesda and their reputation has been hilarious. It's similar to BioWare. It's like everything has just been a flop recently. Except for things that they publish. Basically, things that they develop have been horrible, the things that they published have been incredible.
Well done! We've cleared an area of loot!
Starfield doesn't even have a release date. And the Elder Scrolls 6, how could I forget? 2 giant projects, apparently, under their belt. Yeah, I don't know when I got Skyrim, so I'm sure it had its jank. That guy's got very good patience. Yeah, I think once I got it, it already had its patches and stuff. Even though I was very young. Or maybe I just got lucky. Yeah, honestly, my experience with bugs in Skyrim was crazy. And I never glitched it out either. Back on the 360, like, I know people would have used bugs to make insta-kill potions and stuff and level up their characters like crazy. I never even looked up that stuff. Starfield and Elder Scrolls 6 and the last big thing Bethesda developed and published was Fallout 76 from my memory. And from what I hear, Fallout 76 is an actual product now, but you know, first impressions are everything. And the thing is with Fallout is, its problems transcended the game. Like, every novelty thing that came with Fallout 76 turned out horrible. The canvas bag was a scam. The helmet had mold, putting your life at risk. The Nuka-Cola was trash. Like, everything surrounding it was just bad. I fought my hardest, Sir Steve. I failed you. Okay.
I am invincible! Behold power incarnate! This is my realm! We've been ambushed!
What's
Defend
this?
yourselves! Quickly!
Full of it?
Escort the Talon forward!
It could be worse.
You lot ride. Don't burden your. To say that I'm disappointed would be a most egregious understatement.
What is he switching to? A cudgel? I did the objective by myself. You're welcome, team. Actually, though, I did all that by myself. Oh my god. There's no one even close to that thing. That's nerve-wracking.
Well, by all means.
He's got my rusty heavy mace. I can't believe he's copying my fashion. Get away from me. Thank you, thanks. Wasn't me. Hit him in the back! I block off and escape and they just stare. And of course, another huge point I can give to Skyrim and Fallout 4 is mods on console, man. I've never heard of a game doing that before, and I don't know why. I don't know why it's such a hard thing. If Skyrim can do it, you know, why can't other games do it? Is it just something that they don't value as important? Or is it an actual hard thing that only Bethesda has managed to crack? That's probably something I should look up, as a matter of fact. We got no time for you. What's up? Never. That's what this thing's good at.
You have my big god. Disseminate. Why are they? I require a make. Leave me be. Disseminate. Leave me. I require. You have my disperse.
I would love to see this catapult get broken again so I could repair it and hop on and crash the game. Unbelievable. There's someone coming after me. Ow. We just dealt with each other. I have been playing so mindlessly today. What? I didn't realize that counted as deployed. How is everyone blocking my assault from the rear? Is there audio working? Or am I missing? Okay, it's a full lobby now. Let me take this a bit more seriously. I've just been walking into people and holding right trigger this entire time. I used to be a little bit better than that. Yeah, notice this guy doesn't go for any counters, so I figure. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Aw, he went right behind me.
Fall back!
I'm trying to think of other open world games. I guess you have your Ghost of Tsushimas, but those just seem to be like Ubisoft mix-ups with good narratives. God, then I remember Last of Us Part 2's open world segment and its linear story. I hope to never see something so egregious again. Well, you sound good enough at the game to handle that stuff. I cannot believe people actually spoke positively and said that the open world section in Last of Us Part 2 is my favorite part of the game. I can't believe they didn't go further with that. Gamers confuse me. How do people not get jaded at things? Like, why don't I hear similar criticisms about, like, hearing the same 7 voices in every AAA game? Every game becoming open world. Like, are these really niche complaints that I have?
Not happening!
I swear, I'm not trying to sound like a special snowflake. It boggles my mind. Especially about that open world stuff, man. We should all have PTSD of shallow open world games. I cannot be alone in this suffering. My back is sweaty as heck. That, I think, is a natural progression, as it's harder and harder to be original these days. So, you know, one of the easiest things to do is just merge things. Excuse me, overcomplicate systems that work. For the sake of saying it's different. Yeah, this dude will just let me kick him for free. He just stares at me. You're still alive? How? Did I hit? I must have hit his foot. Doing no damage.
Impossible!
Hold back! We're out of reinforcements!
I've never seen so many sons and heirs of mongrel bitches. You arrant, mongrel-nosed knave!
One of my biggest complaints is how every multiplayer game has to have a battle pass now. Oh my god. I'm sick of it. I don't care if they're free. I don't care if they last forever. When every game has them, it locks you in. I noticed it when I was playing Dead by Daylight, and Dead by Daylight then had a battle pass. It made me realize, yo, I'm bouncing between only 2 games, Fortnite and Dead by Daylight, and that's still too many to manage. Dudes are playing that, PUBG, Warzone, DBD, Halo has a battle pass. Like, what doesn't have a battle pass when every one of them has one and they're limited time? It forces you to play a game that you don't want to play all the time for fear of missing out. It's a horrible thing. It mentally just drains you. And it also makes you feel locked into the game because they usually ask for like an admission of what? A $10 microtransaction purchase to afford it?
The enemy is
And then you figure when you put money into the game, you don't want to leave it.
Defend the prisoner carts.
I know, that's why a lot of people still play Fortnite. Whoops. I didn't realize that dude was there. Wow. What was that? Did I faint? A stab into a slash? Sea of Thieves is only in Season 5? Does the season take a year in that game? The game's been out for so long. Or maybe it introduced the Battle Pass, whatever, seasons late. Deep Rock Galactic just added a Battle Pass, which is, I mean, doesn't matter that it's free. It's still a Battle Pass. What's up, gamer?
Hello. They have freed them. Retreat to the
I was
village.
gonna say, I will get you out of everyone.
Defend the gates for the order.
And you.
I dream of the day I cross swords with a madness worthy as you. For the Iron Fist!
Indeed, why not? Do any of you serfs have any semblance of an idea as to what you should be doing?
There's a constant argument in the gaming world of people that are very complacent with things and just like how it's going, people who don't care and just want them to be fun, and then people who want more. People that want the single-player games to evolve to something that's taking more risks in both gameplay and narrative. But then if you disagree, I mean, there's no room for discussion. There's a correct opinion and then there's an incorrect opinion. What are you doing? There you go, sir. Why me? execute. No. Look at the Executioner's Axe and tell me that that is a weapon that is functioning properly. Did you see that? The Executioner's Axe, the Greatsword, and the Dane Axe, their heavy slashes have a weird property that does not function the way the game is meant to function. What the hell is that, man? It went right through me and then did damage a second later. Every time, well not every time, but only with those three weapons. The Executioners, the Dane, and the Great. Oh my god, I swear, they do it on purpose.
Masons, fall back and defend the village!
Because he didn't even like try to drag that to the left or anything. He just did it in my face. It goes through, and then you take damage. That has been happening for months now. I swear to god, they must know what they're doing. What are you doing? Look, this guy actually will let me just kick him. Look, I can kick you again. I could have if I didn't miss. Nice block. I will just keep kicking that guy because he doesn't go for any counters. Gotta get damage somehow.
Indeed, I shall allow it.
Interesting kick. Shoot.
There are only a few prisoners left!
Where am I? Where'd my mace go? There's an arm, but my mace. Whatever. The left gives you separate limbs, smash them into spikes. Smash people into spikes. I think there's someone behind me. Oh. It's one of the peasants. If you didn't know, their AI tells them to hit you, but they can't, so they just walk into you constantly. Until someone puts them out their misery.
You ignoble, arrogant, shallow, vulgar, pretentious, conceited, filthy third-rate servant! Impossible!
No, you got in the way!
How? They have freed all of our prisoners! Fall back to the bridge! Infantry, defend the bridge! We must halt the enemy's advance!
Will not allow for
A certain and inadequate. Well, was there? I well,
Nobody has an effing
well,
clue.
I suppose. Well, I'd recommend so well. You lot. Don't put this out. Don't put this out. Were that I were commanding a regiment. Go eat. Were that I were commanding a regiment of hardened soldiers and not this rabble of soiled peasantry.
That is a lot of wood.
No. Woeful.
Where's my gang?
Woeful.
Right on his
End
head.
Agatha once and for all.
Ouch.
The order.
Wasn't me. That's gonna hurt. Where am I? Whoa. Shoot. I didn't actually see the exact location of that ore. I just saw that she was on the left side of the bridge.
Let me enjoy my...
Don't stand so close, lest you tarnish my reputation. Be gone, you mumble crusts. I require a wider berth.
I notice I haven't been slaughtered by auto balance for a while now. Ow. What's that?
Feculence!
I actually didn't break a limb. Come down here. If I was ready, I could have killed him. Oh. I could have still had just enough time. You'll get yours soon enough. Still trying to hit me. Okay. My god. I got a message from a Sith Bing Chili.
I can't.
If it's about the rock being important, it will. I know that. I have the bug, and I can't defend myself. Well. Welp. Swanee? Like Swanee plays games from Battlefront? I mean, seeing him in Battlefield would make sense. Oh god. Then there's people in the Battlefront 2 community that are bringing up how they stopped developing Battlefront 2 for Battlefield 2048. And how the game's turned out thus far. These things are funny. It's quite a tale. Of course, Lee Everett.
Keep the gate shut! Defend the gate and the gatehouse!
Hi, was there? Undoubtedly.
Man, Fallmire is really the nastiest map. There's bodies all over the place, random liquids, blood from all the corpses, severed arms, severed heads, horse poop all over the place with no horses. You could turn that into a creepypasta. How there's all this horse dung with no horses.
For the red and black!
Looks like they're immediately about to get in, so I'm just gonna go back. Oh yeah, chances are this dude's getting out. Here we go.
The gate has fallen.
Oh god, Phaedra, I'm sorry.
Do not let the Agathians free Thor.
Goodness me.
Defend the prison.
Quit dying, you coward! Feculence!
You're gonna hit me now for reviving that dude? Man, this game's player base is very weird. G. I think he actually says genie. I think that dude's skin was 2 different shades of color. Does he have
I
vitiligo?
recommend surrender,
On a very minor level? Oh my god. What's more upsetting than a game and its bugginess, maybe shutting off your console? People standing in spawn. Into the pit! Oh, I mean into the base. Did you really chase me? Ow.
FULMINATIon! Adequate?
You're crying. Excuse me. Oh my god, I had to do that. I had to run across the field to do that.
Safe hull and feculence. For the order!
Okay. Yeah, I remember it just zigging and zagging last time. Closing the... They're lowering the cranks. Why not just push the needles in deeper and kill the prisoner? Like, throw a bunch of oil pots under him to roast him alive while he's in there. 2 out of 10. Could be more realistic.
Here's our commanding officer hardened soldiers and not this rabble of soiled peasantry.
Shameful archers!
Well, I suppose we are flourishing if I measure our efforts by your base-born standards.
Pretty good. There's no one taking that flank right here, which is nice. So far, so good. If they can at least get diminishing returns. Be wary of their bowmen! Now, I gotta remember to crouch dodge these riposte if I'm at a distance. Gives you a free hit, pretty much. Yeah, if acquiesce means to acquire, then... Isn't he saying it incorrectly? How dare you acquiesce so easily? This is very nice.
Here comes...
Wow, nice. Yeah, I would not try to consistently counter-slash heavy mace swings. The drags on this thing are incredible. Please don't give me an 18-second respawn. There we go. And they defended it successfully. Very good.
Cowardly archers!
I still imagine they'll clear us out and free him, but at least now they're gonna have less time. Hello. No. Hit him! You're right behind him! Do you see that guy blocking behind this dude? He has a lance. Don't worry, you won't get dead angled. I'm so sorry. Sacrifices have to be made in wartime. It wasn't me, it was the weapon. Good, he lowered it. This is the only one that's working. There you go. What happened to my camera for a second? Nice.
Cast down these charlatans!
Hello. Dude. He lets me kick him so much. Can't help it. I don't know, it's anyone's game still. We did get the nasty respawn. I think it's over for them. Yeah, it's over now, it's not enough time. Nice comeback, they were running through us before. My phone's kinda hot. Also, why the hell are there so many weapons in the prisoner's room? Why is there a giant hammer and a giant axe in there?